Hey y'all, cooking, cutting up, keeping it real. Look, I almost didn't vlog this. It might be real humorous actually because I've only done it one other time, but I thought it was worth trying. Today in my kitchen we've got our first weekend of tailgating at Wake Forest, so trying to get, the whole football theme going. And last year I made these and made them into a football shape, and I can't really remember exactly how I did it, but I did find the recipe, so that's the good thing. For homemade Butterfingers, and they really did taste like a Butterfinger. It was kind of weird, actually. But anyway, I'm not a person that loves candy corn. That's one of the few candies that I don't love. So, last year I had candy corn left over just because I put it in glass things that are shaped like pumpkins for decoration, and sometimes some visitors will eat it. But anyway, I had a ton left over. So this is what I made with it, and it really went over well. And I made it into football shapes and then dipped it in chocolate. So that's what I wanted to show you today, and I hope it turns out all right. Like I said, this might be like a funny blooper, but I started with 2.5 cups of candy corn, and I melted them in the microwave in a microwave safe, dish, whatever. 1 minute, and then I took it out, stirred it, and then I've done 30-second increments twice until it's smooth. So I've also measured out 1.5 cups of creamy peanut butter. I'm gonna add that in, give it a stir, and the recipe says to put it back in the microwave for 30 seconds together if need be. I'm gonna try to stir this because I need to handle it to make it into football shape. I'll post the recipe because I actually got on Pinterest, because you actually, on the recipe, you put this on parchment paper in a 8x8 pan and let it set up, and then you cut it into squares and then you dip it in chocolate. But since I need football shape candy, I'm gonna have to handle it, and so it's kind of hot and I can't really remember exactly how I did it last year, but we're gonna try. I hope everybody's having a great day. I've been out mowing. We've had rain here this morning, but it finally dried off enough to run the lawnmower. Anyway, I may have to let this cool off just a tatty bit so that I can handle it, and if so, I'll just stop the live segment and let you see the end result. But that's kind of what it looks like the middle of a Butterfinger. And it is it's a little bit too runny for me to handle it. So I am gonna cut this segment off, and then I'll show you either a quick video or a picture of this made up into football shape, hopefully, if it all works out. So that's what I'm doing in my kitchen today, some tailgate things, getting ready for football season, and hopefully it will turn out, and if not, we'll all have a big laugh about it. I hope y'all are doing great. Stay tuned for homemade Butterfingers in football shapes. Okay, y'all, cooking, cutting up, keeping it real, I'm back. I got these into a, pretty good football shape, and I'm gonna put these in my freezer so they'll cool down quicker. And then I'm gonna melt chocolate. I have milk chocolate and I have some semi-sweet. I'm gonna use half and half, I think, and melt that, and then dip these. And then tomorrow morning, when I go to the grocery store, I'm gonna get some white chocolate and do my little stripe with it. So I'll show you a picture of the finished product. They look pretty good. So far, so good. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed. So football shape, homemade Butterfingers.